it's Jonna with Home Smart Professionals Real Estate. Welcome to my For Sale by Owner series. When you have your house on the market as a for sale by owner, the buyers are automatically thinking you are not paying an agent. So they are going to try and knock 6% off the sale price of your house automatically. What you want to do is you don't want to bend. You don't want to be desperate. When a lot of sellers feel that they have a buyer for their home, they get nervous and they don't want to lose that buyer. So they end up negotiating away a good chunk of change and they end up selling their home for a lot less than market value. So you don't want to be in that position. There's more than just price when you are negotiating the terms of the contract. You want to take into consideration your closing dates. You want to take into consideration escrow deposits and repair contingencies, anything like that. You want to have all of that ironed out and negotiated when you sign a contract on the sale of your home. Escrow deposits should be held by a third party. That escrow money doesn't automatically go into your pocket. That has to be held, like it says, in escrow. And now's probably a good time to consult a real estate attorney. They could hold that deposit for you and make sure that everything is legal. The other thing we want to talk about today is, which often needs to be negotiated, is inspection issues. So any buyer that comes to your house is going to want to have that house inspected. And inspectors in the state of Rhode Island run the gamut, from excellent inspectors to inspectors that are out there just trying to find a whole laundry list of issues so that they can so that the buyer can negotiate a lower price. Basically, you want your buyer to accept your house in as-is condition, but that's really unrealistic. You need to determine what is a serious defect that needs to be repaired or negotiated, and what is just a nitpicky item that does not need to be negotiated, that does not need to be repaired. Expect at least a few items that you're going to have to address, and your options are: you can just say, no, I'm not going to do any repairs. You can get a second opinion, but often that just muddies the waters. So if somebody says this isn't up to code, and then somebody else says, well, this doesn't need to be repaired, now what do? You have to get a third opinion, and these opinions don't come free. So that's probably not your best option. Your next option would be to just hire a licensed professional to come in and repair the item, or you could give the buyer a repair credit at closing. You can never give your buyer cash back at closing, that's illegal, but you can give them a credit toward their closing costs. Make sure everything is in writing regarding the repairs and the negotiations. The next thing that could come up would be appraisal issues. So if someone's going to get a mortgage with the bank, the bank is going to require an appraisal. And the appraisal is a third party's opinion on the value of your home. This is the amount that the bank will finance. So the danger here is that your appraisal comes in low, and you have a few options if it comes in low. Your first option would be to contest the appraisal, and you can do this by submitting comparable sales to the appraiser and hope that he will raise the appraised value. You can reduce your sales price to the appraised value, or you can ask the buyer to put down more money and make up the difference between the sales price and the appraised value. So none of these are really great options. And my tip to you would be, when the appraiser comes out to do the appraisal, I would hand him the comparables at that point and a list of any improvements that you've made to the home in the past few years. And that can usually help an appraiser to make a better decision on appraised value. At any point you heard snoring, it was this guy right here. Thank you so much for watching. A thumbs up is the best compliment you can give me. If you want more tips for selling your home without an agent, the link to the whole playlist is down below in the description. There are also links down below for free resources, so be sure to check those out. I post new videos every Wednesday. Please consider subscribing for more real estate tips and tricks.